Song of Solomon, chapter 1. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine. Because of the smell of thy good ointments, thy name is as oil poured forth. Therefore the virgins love thee. Draw me, and we will run after thee. The king has brought me into his chambers. We will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than wine. The upright love thee. I am black but comely, O daughters of Jerusalem, like the tents of Kedar, like the curtains of Solomon. Do not look upon me because I am black, because the sun has looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard I have not kept. Tell me, O thou whom my soul loves, where dost thou feed? Where dost thou make thy flock to rest at noon? For why should I be as one who is veiled beside the flocks of thy companions? If you know not, most beautiful among women, go forth in the footsteps of the flock, and feed your kids beside the shepherd's tent. I have compared you, O my love, to a company of horses in Pharaoh's chariots. Your cheeks are beautiful with ornaments, your neck with chains of gold. We will make you borders of gold with studs of silver. While the king is in his circle, my spikenard sends forth its smell. A bundle of myrrh is my beloved unto me. He shall lie all night between my breasts. My beloved is unto me like a cluster of henna in the vineyards of En-gili. Behold, you are beautiful, my love. Behold, you are beautiful. You have dove's eyes. Behold, you are beautiful, my beloved, yea, pleasant. Also our bed is green. The beams of our house are cedar, and our rafters are of fir. The Song of Solomon, chapter 2. I am the rose of Sharon, and the lily of the valleys. As the lily amongst thorns, so is my love among the daughters. As the apple among the trees of the wood, so is my beloved among the sons. I sat down under his shadow with great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. He brought me to the banqueting house, and his banner over me was love. Feed me with raisin cakes, comfort me with apples, for I am sick with love. His left hand is under my head, and his right hand embraces me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the roes and by the hinds of the field, do not stir up or awake my love until he please. The voice of my beloved, behold, he comes, leaping upon the mountains, skipping upon the hills. My beloved is like a roe or a young hart. Behold, he stands behind our wall. He looks forth at the windows, showing himself through the lattice. My beloved spoke and said to me, Rise up, my love, my beautiful one, and come away. For lo, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear upon the earth. The time of the singing of birds has come, and the voice of the turtle-dove is heard in our land. The fig tree puts forth her green figs, and the vines with the tender grape give a good smell. Arise, my love, my beautiful one, and come away. O my dove, the clefts of the rock, in the secret places of the stairs, let me see your face, let me hear your voice. For your voice is sweet, and your face is beautiful. Take us the foxes, the little foxes that spoil the vines, for our vines have tender grapes. My beloved is mine, and I am his. He feeds among the lilies until the daybreak, and the shadows flee away. Turn, my beloved, and be like a roe or a young hart upon the mountains of Bether. Chapter 3. By night upon my bed I sought him whom my soul loved. I sought him, but I did not find him. I will arise now and go about the city in the streets, and in the broad ways I will seek him whom my soul loves. I sought him, but I did not find him. The watchman who goes about the city found me. I said to him, Have you seen him whom my soul loves? But a little while after I passed from them, I found him whom my soul loves. I held him and would not let him go, until I had brought him into my mother's house, and into the room of her who conceived me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the roes and by the hinds of the field, do not stir up nor awake my love until he please. Who is this who comes out of the wilderness like pillars of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense, with all powders of the merchants? Behold his bed, which is Solomon's. 60 strong men are around it, of the strong men of Israel. They all hold swords instructed in war. Every man has his sword upon his thigh, because of fear in the night. King Solomon made himself a chariot of the wood of Lebanon. He made the pillars of it of silver, and the bottom of it of gold, the covering of it of purple, and the midst of it being paved with love, for the daughters of Jerusalem. Go forth, O daughter of Zion, and behold King Solomon with the crown with which his mother crowned him, in the day of his wedding, and in the day of gladness of his heart. Chapter 4. The Song of Solomon, chapter 4. Behold, you are beautiful, my love, behold, you are beautiful. You have dove's eyes within your locks, and your hair is like a flock of goats that appear from Mount Gilead. Your teeth are like a flock of shorn sheep, which came up from the washing, of which every one bears twins, and none is barren among them. Your lips are like a cord of scarlet, and your speech is becoming. Your temples are like a piece of pomegranate behind your veil. Your neck is like the tower of David, built for an armory, on which there hang 1,000 bucklers, all shields of mighty men. Your 2 breasts are like 2 young roes that are twins, which feed among the lilies. Until the day break and the shadows flee away, I will go to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of frankincense. You are all fair, my love, there is no spot in you. Come with me from Lebanon, my spouse from Lebanon. Look from the top of Amana, from the top of Shinar and Hermon, from the lions' dens, from the mountains of the leopards. You have ravished my heart, my sister, my spouse. You have ravished my heart with one of your eyes, with one chain of your neck. How fair is your love, my sister, my spouse! How much better is your love than wine, and the smell of your ointments than all spices. Your lips, O my spouse, drop like the honeycomb. Honey and milk are under your tongue, and the smell of your garments is like the smell of Lebanon. A walled garden is my sister, my spouse, a spring shut up, a fountain sealed. Your plants are an orchard of pomegranates, with pleasant fruit, with henna and spikenard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, with all trees of frankincense, myrrh and aloes, with all the chief spices, a fountain of gardens, a well of living waters, and streams from Lebanon. Awake, O north wind, and come, south wind, blow upon my garden, so that the spices of it may flow out. Let my beloved come into his garden, and eat his pleasant fruit. The Song of Solomon, chapter 5. I have come into my garden, my sister, my spouse, I have gathered my myrrh with my spice. I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey, I have drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, O friends, and drink, yea, drink abundantly, O beloved. I sleep, but my heart wakes. It is the voice of my beloved that knocks, saying, Open to me, my sister, my love, my dove, my undefiled. For my head is filled with dew, and my locks with the drops of the night. I have put off my coat, how shall I put it on? I have washed my feet, how shall I defile them? My beloved put in his hand by the hole of the door, and my heart was moved for him. I rose to open up to my beloved, and my hands dripped with myrrh, and my fingers with sweet-smelling myrrh, upon the handles of the lock. I opened to my beloved, but my beloved had withdrawn himself and was gone. My soul failed when he spoke. I sought him, but I could not find him. I called him, but he gave me no answer. The watchmen who went about the city found me. They struck me, they wounded me. The keepers of the walls took away my veil from me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, if you find my beloved, that you tell him that I am sick with love. What is your beloved more than another beloved, most beautiful among women? What is your beloved more than another beloved, that you charge us so? My beloved is white and ruddy, the chiefest among 10,000. His head is like most fine gold. His locks are bushy and black as a raven. His eyes are as the eyes of doves by the rivers of waters, washed with milk and fitly set. His cheeks are like a bed of spices, like sweet flowers. His lips are like lilies, dropping sweet-smelling myrrh. His hands are like gold rings set with a beryl. His belly is like bright ivory, overlaid with sapphires, and his legs are like pillars of marble, set upon sockets of fine gold. His face is like Lebanon, excellent as the cedars. His mouth is most sweet, yes, he is altogether lovely. This is my beloved, and this is my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem. Chapter 6. Where has your beloved gone, most beautiful among women? Where has your beloved turned aside, that we may seek him with you? My beloved has gone down to his garden, to the beds of spices, to feed in the gardens and to gather lilies. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. He feeds among the lilies. O my love, you are as beautiful as Tirzah, as lovely as Jerusalem, as inspiring as an army with banners. Turn away your eyes from me, for they have overcome me. Your hair is like a flock of goats that appears from Gilead. Your teeth are like a flock of sheep, which go up from the washing, of which every one bears twins, and there is not one barren amongst them. Your temples behind your veil are like a piece of pomegranate. There are 60 queens and 80 concubines, and virgins without number, but my dove, my undefiled, is one alone. She is the only one of her mother, and she is the choice of her who bore her. The daughters saw her and blessed her. The queens and the concubines saw her, and they praised her. Who is she who looks forth like the morning, fair as the moon, clear as the sun, and as inspiring as an army with banners? I went down into the garden of nuts to see the fruits of the valley, to see whether the vine flowered and the pomegranates budded. Before I was aware, my soul set me upon the chariots of my princely people. Return, return, O Shulamite, return, return, that we may look upon you. What will you see in the Shulamite? As it were the company of two armies. Chapter 7. The Song of Solomon, Chapter 7. How beautiful are your feet in sandals, O prince's daughter! The joints of your thighs are like jewels, the work of the hands of a skillful workman. Your navel is like a round goblet which never lacks mixed wine. Your belly is like a heap of wheat set about with lilies. Your 2 breasts are like 2 young roes that are twins. Your neck is like a tower of ivory, your eyes like the fish pools in Heshbon, by the gate of Bath-rabbim. Your nose is like the tower of Lebanon, which looks toward Damascus, and your head upon you is like Carmel, and the hair of your head like purple. The king is held captive in its tresses. How beautiful and how pleasant you are, O love, for delights! This your stature is like a palm tree, and your breasts are like clusters of grapes. I said, I will go up to the palm tree, I will take hold of the boughs of it. Now also your breasts shall be like clusters of the vine, and the smell of your nose like apples, and the roof of your mouth like the best wine for my beloved, that goes down smoothly, causing the lips of those who are asleep to speak. I am my beloved's, and his desire is toward me. Come, my beloved, let us go forth into the field, let us stay in the villages. Let us get up early into the vineyards, and let us see if the vine flowers, whether the tender grapes appear, and the pomegranates bud forth. There I will give thee my loves. The love apples give a smell, and at our gates are all kinds of pleasant fruits, new and old, which I have laid up for thee, O my beloved. The Song of Solomon, Chapter 8. O that thou couldst be as my brother, who sucked the breasts of my mother! When I find thee outside, I would kiss thee. Yea, I would not be despised. I would lead thee and bring thee into my mother's house. Who would instruct thee? I would cause thee to drink spiced wine of the juice of my pomegranate. His left hand would be under my head, and his right hand would embrace me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that you do not stir up nor awake my love until he please. Who is this that comes up from the wilderness, leaning upon her beloved? I raised you up under the apple tree. There your mother brought you forth. There she who bore you brought you forth. Set me as a seal upon thy heart, as a seal upon thine arm. For love is strong as death, and jealousy is cruel as the grave. The coals of it are coals of fire, a flame of Jehovah. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can the floods drown it. If a man would give all the wealth of his house for love, it would be scorned. We have a little sister, and she has no breasts. What shall we do for our sister in the day when she shall be spoken for? If she is a wall, we will build upon her a palace of silver, and if she is a door, we will enclose her with the boards of cedar. I am a wall, and my breasts are like towers. Then was I in his eyes as one who found favor. Solomon had a vineyard in Baal-Hamon. He let out the vineyard to keepers, every one, for the fruit of it was to bring 1,000 pieces of silver. My vineyard which is mine is before me. You, O Solomon, must have 1,000, and those who keep the fruit of it 200. You who dwell in the gardens, the companions, listen to your voice, and cause me to hear it. Hurry, my beloved, and be thou like a roe, or a young hart, upon the mountain of spices. This concludes the reading of the Song of Solomon.